while we are waiting for DZLBT01, I think that's the name of the set now, and we are currently just leaving DZBT03 meta and through the Shiranui ban list, we might as well just put everything together and call Zazan, the Ender of Worlds. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Season4 here. Today we are back to cover Flush Brush Floseria. But to anyone who's familiar with the Song of Vanguard channel, today we are doing Zazan's Return on Earth as a blonde cute anime girl. And I know some people who are very weak for blondes. So today we are here with someone who is not weak for blondes. Today we have Nami.
Hi guys.
So this card is a very special one because it comes directly from the tournament promo season. While we were too busy beating people up for our promos, we also got this along the way, and it's a very cheap and fun deck to build because most of this is just made out of vanillas from the quick start deck. That's right, all the trash you threw away at that store at Akihabara, no, they're valuable now. So today we'll be going through this whole deck. It's very simple. It combines vanillas alongside orders. So there is a more expensive / stronger way to build this, but our goal was to build this under like less than
20 bucks,
2,000 yen-ish. It's really very cheap. So we'll get into it right away. As usual, link in the description for the Divines Explained video. We also will link the Marlene deck profile. If you're actually interested to see what the actual quick start deck becomes, you can take a look at that link in the description below. And last but not least, link for the Cristianos deck profile. If that video hits 1,000 views, I am looking to do an update video with a guest. So yeah, just to let all of you know. So our right deck is pretty obvious. Our right deck, we play the Energy, then we play a grade 1, a grade 0. Here we've chosen Siana, but remember, always play Felty Rosa. Our grade 1 and 2 will be Willista, and then our grade 3 will be Floseria herself. But let's go through the right deck.
Alright, in case you didn't know, Willista grade 1, she has 2 effects, but we're mainly focusing on the first one, where when she's rolled upon by the grade 2 Willista, you can put a card from your hand into Soul to search your deck for a gem order and add it to your hand. Grade 2 Willista is when you play a gem order, you get to draw a card, and on the Guardian Circle, if you have a gem order in Soul or something, she gains 5k shield, but that doesn't really matter. We're just here for the draw. We are here just to search for the extra order. Why do we need that? Why do we need the orders? Well, that is mainly because of our boss, Flush Blush Floseria. So
we even got to hire it.
Yes. So she has 4 effects, actually a lot of effects. So the first one, on Vanguard Circle continuously, you cannot call any units with abilities that so any continuous abilities, any auto abilities, act abilities. If your card has an ability, you cannot call it, even to the Guardian Circle. Okay, that is a huge restriction, but there's a reason for that. Okay, her second effect is continuous. All of your units gain plus 5k shield, and if you play the order this turn, your front row gains plus 5k power. This is active on both yours and your opponent's turn. So if you play a Blitz order, congratulations, your front row is now MLB if your entire front row has grade 3s in it.
How the fuck does the vanilla deck become Majesty Lord Blaster? Man, I spent almost 20,000 yen on this deck at this point. Bloody 2,000 yen deck already beats me. I'm so done.
Okay, her ability is Act. Once per turn, you can Soul Blast 1 and Energy Blast 2. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. From among them, choose 2 units and call them, and add up to 1 order and add it to your hand. So it can be a normal order, a Blitz order, a set order, whatever order you want, you can just add it to your hand. And last but not least, her auto ability is when she attacks, you can counter blast 1 and stand one of your rear guards. If your drop zone has 5 or more orders with different names, you can stand an additional unit. So this is a 4 to 5 attack deck that is actually able to spawn a board very easily, and it is quite consistent with the top 7 search. So even if your board gets demolished, you can still rebuild back pretty easily. And also, there's not really much of a board to establish when all of them are basically vanillas.
You can play ladder in this deck. I think that's actually the preferred option, but we are on a budget, so we don't actually use ladder as the regardless piece of choice. But do note that you could, if you are very fearful of Shiranui. In fact, if you're fearful of Shiranui, just don't play Vanguard at all. Play Shadowverse. Right?
They have Vanguard too.
Yeah, they have Vanguard too, right, Chris? Right? Yeah, just play Shadowverse. Fuck this game. But yeah, just
Anyway, since most of our units are vanillas anyway,
So we are gonna just go through the vanillas very quickly. They're exactly what you think they are. So in our ratios, we're playing 3 of the grade 3 vanilla. We play 8 of the grade 2 vanilla, and then we play 8 of the grade 1 vanilla. Frankly, doesn't matter at all what ratio you choose. The only thing is you're playing vanillas for the sake of their attributes. Grade 1s are 8k, 5k shield, and can be called from turn 1 onwards. Grade 2s can be called from grade 2 onwards. Grade 3 can be called from grade 3 onwards. The reason why we even bother with the grade 3, even though it's a shieldless card at face value, is because it's an 18k solo attacker with 5k shield, which does help, and it is pretty good for a single attack. That being said, it is the slowest of the bunch, so it is better to expand on your grade 1 and 2 ratio. So we recommend 8-8 at this point, but if you want to balance it to 10-8 or 9-9 or anything of that form, or even say goodbye to the grade 3s, I think that's totally fine. So just bear that in mind. And then last but not least, for every other skilled cards in the deck, our last one is actually more copies of Flash Blast Floseria at 3 of. I think this one's pretty easy.
because Persona riding is a game mechanic.
Yeah, and you actually are allowed to ride this unit again on top of a. You're not allowed to call non-effect units to rearguard circles.
Correct.
Because or guardian circles. So you can't even call the over trigger, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't even. Oh, you can. It doesn't have a con auto. Or,
Is it?
yeah, mate. You didn't read it. It doesn't have. Yeah, you can call. Yay! We solved the deck!
We have 55k shield. The OT is a 55k shield. Let's go.
Okay, the points remain so. Yeah, you can't call if non-effect. You can't call non-effect units, but you can Persona Ride. So Persona Ride, because it's good. It's an innate mechanic and you should be abusing it. It's just good.
Alright, next we're moving on to our order lineup. Okay, so we are playing a bunch of orders straight up. This is the entire part. But to make it easier, we'll just go through it. First, I'm playing 2 copies of Bubble Soap Garden. Its effect is if you have 6 or more units, you can counterblast 1 and draw 2 cards.
It's all done.
That's right. Next, I'm playing Call and Response. This card's effect is to rest the rear guard, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 from among them, call it to rear guard circle, and put the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. So the reason why we're playing different orders is just to fill up the name requirement of Flash Blast Froselia, so that you can get to the 5 attacks as soon as you can. Next, I'm playing 1 copy of Clean Clean. This is another normal order. Its ability is play with Counterblast 1. You draw a card and choose one of your units and gain plus 5k at the end of turn. Very simple. For the Willister right line, we are playing 2 copies of Everlasting Sapphire. If you have the other gem orders, feel free to play them as well. But for this deck, I'm just choosing to play the 2 copies of Everlasting Sapphire. You play on your grade 2 turn, and later with Floseria's effect, you're Soul Blasting 1, so you're accelerating the number of cards in the drop zone that are orders by 1. So have fun with that. But the gem itself, when you play, you give one of your units plus 5k. Very simple. Next, we are playing Fleeting Stars Upon This Night. Play this with Energy Blast 2. If your rearguard was put... okay, this is a Blitz order. If your rearguard were put other than on rearguard circle, so it's moved anywhere by your opponent's card effect this turn, when one of your units is being attacked, you can play this as a 25k shield. Next, we have Harmonious Offshoot. This is another normal order. Its effect is Energy Blast 2. Choose 3 of your rear guards with different card names and they get plus 5k until end of turn. So this is a better dog, but you know, you're not drawing off of it. But still, it's 3 units that get plus 5k.
And it's Energy Blast, so it's pretty decent.
Floseria Energy Blast 2, so you're really not expecting to Energy Blast 7 in this deck, but you already plus so much that you don't really mind it. Next, we have Luminescence Fountain. If 3 or more of your if you have 3 or more rear guards, all of your units being attacked gets plus 15k until end of turn. Say goodbye to Vermilion.
If you're worried about Draconic Kaiser Vermilion, you shouldn't play this game. You shouldn't be playing this game. I'm sorry.
I mean, Obscure is a card too, you know.
You shouldn't be worried about Obscure.
Next we have 1 copy of Pretty Demon Cord. Its effect is choose one of your rear guards and it gets the ability that at the end of the turn, return this unit to hand, and at the end of that turn, you can discard a card from your hand and choose 1 copy of Pretty Demon Cord from your drop zone and put it into your hand. It is a reusable order, so if you get into the grind game for some reason, you have at least this order to proc Floseria's plus plus 5k to the front row every turn.
It's just for recyclable effect. By right, it's a pretty bad card. It's technically like a -1 or bounce 1 and then that's it. But the idea that you can keep looping it and it's a different name, it just fits into the theme of the deck. Deck should be able to allude to you the last 2 cards from main deck per se. Elementaria Centitude is a perfect card that does not bear any of the actual skills because it's a Blitz order and it just makes it perfect for you to play. Do take in mind though, you can only play 1 Blitz order per turn. So if you're fighting Shiranui, just concede. Last but not least, we have a Blitz order that breaks the limits. It's Twin Cast from DZBTO3. And that is why this deck counts as a DZBTO3 deck profile. You're welcome. You're welcome. This was the big review. You're welcome. So Twin Cast is our Regalis piece, and because generally I try to cover some of the main points of every set, I realized I never actually covered Twin Cast as a Regalis piece, so the same way I made MLB cover ladder, I'll use this deck to cover Twin Cast. Twin Cast is a Blitz order Regalis, not the first, because Vargila beat us to that. The skills are very simple. It's a Regalis piece, so you can only play 1 copy of it in your deck. The first skill, and it's normal skill, is that you can just use this as a regular card, just use it, and choose one of your units being attacked and it gains 10,000 power. So it's pretty nice, it's just a 10k shield, but it's called Twin Cast. You use it twice. The second skill is the second skill is a different skill, and it has a con effect that tells you that, you know, if you use the upcoming auto skill, the Regalis. Hold on, let me check.
It doesn't count for the
Okay,
it doesn't count for the Regalis.
Once per game.
It does not count as the play for a Regalis piece.
So only the first one does.
Yes.
Right? The second one doesn't. So the second one is from the drop zone. You remove it from game, right? Remove it from game, and then you choose one of your units being attacked. It gains 5,000 power for each one of its grades that it has. Yes. So if it's a grade 1, it's 5k, it's a grade 2, it's 10k, it's a grade 3, it's 15k, grade 4, 20k.
Grade 11, 55.
Grade 11, 55k. All hail Grateful Gila.
Sure, it plays against what Floseria wants or filling the drop zone, but if you want to live, this is a good option.
Yeah, it's a pretty good defensive option. It basically settles 2 small attacks for you in the same turn, right? You can use it.
And if you're on Floseria, since you're playing a Blitz order, your fire gains 5, so have fun with that.
But it's just that you can't use it for the same attack.
Yeah, you can't use the same attack. So it resolves once in the order zone for the first attack. Then it goes to the drop zone.
Because the timing is that it is when your unit is attacked. So it's like when your unit is attacked, you guard with it, and it's not in the drop zone to see the unit being attacked, so you can't use it.
Yeah, because someone actually asked me, can I use it twice the same attack? The answer is no, because when it's being resolved for its normal plus 10 effect, it's still in the order zone. At the end of the battle, then it moves from the order zone to the drop zone. So yeah, and I just want to get out of the way because someone did ask me this. Thank you for sending in that question. Yeah, that's basically it.
So that is the basic way of how you play Floseria, the most pure way possible.
And now the triggers. Our triggers will be for heals. We play 6 draw currently. I know draws are pretty much virtually useless, but the thing is that we do need pieces. This is a deck that does.
Also, remember you're playing Floseria. All of your draws are now 10k shields. You don't need to play effect draws.
Triggers are 20k shields effectively. Right, and that's the same with the rest of your crits. And then, of course, your over trigger, as you mentioned, you can still play your over trigger. Thank the Lord. I think if this deck was locked out over trigger, we wouldn't do this video, right?
True.
I love V-Series.
We love V-Series. Hey, Premium. You caught me off guard there. You caught me off guard there. I was expecting you to say we love Premium, and then I would have to drag you outside. And that ends up with our Floseria deck profile. Again, there are a few ways you can build this deck, very honestly. This is the cheapest human way possible, and that's why we're reviewing it.
Surprisingly, a lot of orders in Lyrical Monasterio are commons, so have fun going through the bulk bin.
Yeah, the higher rare orders, which are either the orders played in world-winning decks like Willista and Prism, they're a bit more expensive, so you can't really afford them immediately, but you certainly can play them all together. This deck was built with very minimal cost, and even the Elementaria Centitude we were talking about, you can pull it straight out of your quick start deck, so virtually you didn't pay for it at all. But
if you want to dip your toes into Lyrical Monastery, this is
the perfect deck for you.
A good start.
But
I mean, Marlene is still an option.
Yeah, Marlene's definitely an option, and she got a tournament promo next month.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's actually looking pretty good for cheap budget lyrical decks. But the downside is that it is a tournament promo, which means you do need to beat children for this, and not everyone is going to decide, yes, I shall go for 4 tournaments back to back just to finish a deck. I mean, that really depends on your socio-economic status, but I don't think I'm in a position to comment on that. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, this counts as our lyrical video for DZBT03 because there is no lyrical deck in the set.
Let's go.
Yeah, but okay, seriously. For DZLBT01, I intend to cover 1 to 2 decks. I'm gonna try to cover a few more, but it really depends on my wallet and my time. Because we're all preparing for a WGP. I've got to say, we're all pretty cooked this season, don't you think, Shiranui? Right? Don't you think?
I can't speak.
I hate you.